Hello guys and welcome to another car exposed video. Today we are working on this Kia Venga 2010 brake job, changing the discs and the pads. As you can see here, the brake disc was wearing quite uneven, so you have a bit of a lip at the top. So when the driver was letting the big brake pedal go, it was still making some noises. So we're gonna replace everything, and I've got a new tool today to try. All right, so we're going to start. So remove this screws, holds the brake disc. Pack driver before we, there we go, before we release the handbrake. The new brake disc kit comes with 2 new screws. All right, so 13mm, and I've got a 7-inch hold. The slider pins. So that's my setup. Let me break it loose first. All right, so you see it's moving now. Do the same thing on the bottom. All right, let's get this caliper out of the way. There we go. Well, there's no place for me to hook that up. I have to leave it here somewhere. To be honest, it's so short, it's not going to put any strain on the pipes there, so I'm just going to leave it resting here because there's no place for me to put that at all. Now we have 2 14mm bolts holding the carrier, so we're going to go ahead and remove that. And this car has a shorter bolt at the bottom here, and the longer bolt goes at the top, so bear that in mind. There we go. Right, so the pads we're wearing quite thin, quite even to be honest, but not that much left. So we've got all new fixings. And there's quite a lot of gunk here, so let me just wire brush this. To be honest, quite a good caliper carrier. There's not much rust or bubble on it, but alright, so as always, just gonna use the file here a little bit. Alright guys, that's good enough. Right, so the new tool. So I just got this Milwaukee Fuel angle die grinder. Full battery. I just want to go through this side of the brakes. Just going to do one side now to see how much battery this lasts. So you have the 2-hour battery here because I prefer this smaller battery, to be honest with you, if I can keep it, if it works well. Otherwise I will have to buy probably the 4 or the 6. But let's see how this works. Let me go and get my safety glasses. So as you know, you have 4 settings here. Number 1, which is now, you have 10,000 RPM, and then speed 2, 15, speed 3, 20, speed 4, 24.5. You're not leaving speed 1, and this is specific wire wheel. It's 12.5. Don't know if you guys can see it. 12.5 RPM. So I'm gonna keep on a speed 1 for now. Wow, it cleaned up really well. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Wow, I'll show you the results in a second, but I'm impressed. Wow, it looks like the battery just went down. I literally used just for this. Ah, 3 bars. I thought it was showing 2. It seems to be quitting every so often. It's really quitting now. Well, at least at 10,000 RPM, I'm not really forcing that much, but some reason. But I'm really happy with the results here, actually. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty impressed with the results. Just gonna lubricate the slider pins, and you're ready to put the hardware and new pads. Right, so I've got everything here now. I'm just gonna use a little bit of grease underneath of the hardware, just prevent any corrosion. All right, hardware goes on. Alright, so that's on, that's perfect. Just gonna clean the bolts here a little bit. That's good. Right, so I've changed the disc here for a Scotch-Brite brown, which is the course from 3M roll-lock system. Right, and I'm just gonna try around the hub. I'm probably gonna have, I don't do too many cars that has the studs here, but I just want to see if it's too coarse or not. I never use this 3M coarse pad, so I'm just gonna see how it's gonna work. Again, 10,000, and this one is actually rated 25,000 RPM, so could actually go high on this one, but I'll leave on speed 1 because I think speed 1 is fine. There's not too much rust here if I just clean it up a little bit. Alright, so it cleaned up pretty nicely. I just need to get one that goes over the studge now. And it's still, what's the battery now? Yeah, it's still 3. And 10,000 RPM is absolutely fine for me, to be honest. I just remove that protective layer. New disc goes on. Like I said, it comes with 2 new screws for the disc, which is quite unusual to be fair. You normally get for the brake caliper. You don't normally get for the disc. Right, caliper carry goes on, and remember the longer bolt goes at the top. That part goes in. Next one. Two new caliper bolts. Alright, so that's it. Moving nice and freely. Just gonna check the fluid level, press on the brake, and put the wheel back. Job done. And it started raining. Great. Alright guys, let's finish this video. It's getting dark and it's raining as well, but first impressions with the Milwaukee Fuel angle die grinder. It's okay for the price. £116, not too bad. I was really impressed with the finish with this 3-inch wire wheel here. Obviously, I think that wasn't one of the problems with the tool stalling, because obviously it's a 3 inches, not made for 3 inches pads. It's made for a 2-inch, and to be fair, with this 3M 2-inch, it didn't stall at all, so that's pretty good. Obviously, I wouldn't use this one because this one is 450. It's rated for 450 RPM, so I can't use that. But yeah, it did well. Obviously, you guys saw me there saying about the battery and everything. It's not down to the battery. It's basically, I believe, it's some sort of thermal protection. You know, there's some electronics here. They're stopping the tool to work because it's still got like 3 bars here on the battery, and like I said, it didn't stop with the 2 inches at all. The 3 inches was the problem. It was stopping with the 3 inches. So yeah, we shouldn't be using this one. Another thing that impresses me, the size of it is tiny, absolutely tiny. This drill is small compared to the normal drills, and look at the size difference here. Very, very small. You know, I was surprised how tiny this tool is. And I can see in the future, actually, I think this is the first goal from Milwaukee. You know, they're probably gonna do obviously a bigger version than that, because this is a lot more powerful. It's not that big, and it doesn't stall at all, and then it still produces like 2000 RPM. So I can see the second generation of this being a lot better. This roll lock system I would definitely recommend if you have a angle die grinder. Fantastic. Super simple, good finish with the coarse pad. And I bought this 25 pads here, so I've got plenty pads to go, and very easy to change, to interchange them. So obviously, first time using the tool, yeah, I made a mistake. This is 3 inch, that's why it was stalling. This one was very good, and yeah, the final verdict, I'm quite happy for £116. It's not that expensive. I might invest in a bigger battery, which wasn't the problem. It was just me, user error basically, using the 3 inches here. But yeah, it's a good tool. Happy with it. And that's it for today, guys. Apologies if I didn't catch that much details on this job, but I was trying to get the job done, and it was getting dark. It's pretty dark now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments, just leave it below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.